Tesla's biggest update of the year is finally out. I have got the all-new holiday update installed here on my Tesla, and let me walk you through like the 20 brand new features that every Tesla owner is going to love, including some hidden features I've discovered on here that no one is talking about and not many people know about. I love diving into the hidden features, and there's a lot here to unpack. So without any further ado, let's jump into Tesla's big holiday update for 2024. And also give a huge thanks to Sentry Pro for sponsoring this video. Let me show you how this app is actually going to fix one of your Tesla's biggest issues and actually turn Sentry Mode Pro, but more on that in just a moment. All right, so holiday update feature number 1 that many are going to love is the companion Apple Watch app is now here. Apologies for the wind, but here is what the Watch app looks like on my Apple Watch, and let me show you what you can do with this thing. So on first glance, I basically have a quick overview of my vehicle. I can lock or unlock the vehicle. I can see the current state of charge. I can see it's parked. I can turn on the HVAC system, or I can open up the frunk. Scrolling down here shows me a status and also control of other parts of the vehicle. So I can see my trunk is closed, my charge port is closed. I have the ability to flash the lights or honk the horn. And if I scroll all the way to the bottom here, I can see the VIN of my vehicle and also the current software version my vehicle is on. And also hitting the button in the upper left allows me to swap between different vehicles. And if you tap a vehicle that doesn't have the holiday update installed yet, it'll just say that it's currently not compatible. Though you can see the status of the vehicle, you can't do anything just yet. And just as a quick side note here, you currently cannot change any of these functions. At least I have not been able to find a way to change it. So it's only going to be frunk, it's going to be battery percentage and HVAC, lock. That's it. No way to customize that as of right now. Now, something I know many of you are excited about is that SiriusXM is now here on every single model, not just reserved for Model S and Model X. You can find that just by going to your app drawer, and then you can see here there's a brand new little icon here for SiriusXM. I haven't activated this because I want to walk through it with you guys, and as you can see here, they're pretty clear that you're getting a free 30-day trial of the service, but of course, after that trial is over, you're going to have to pay. I think they've got a promotion going on their website for Tesla owners. There's like a 2-year discount. Obviously, they've got their own plans and there's ways to get, discounts and stuff like that. But for now, let me walk you through how to get the free trial. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap listen now. And it says there's no credit card required. So I'm assuming, there we go. It just starts working. Now, I'm going to have to be careful because I don't want to get any kind of copyright strike. But let me just hit this.
28. I'm so excited.
Okay, so that's working. And just to sort of show you, the interface looks like kind of all the other, music interfaces here on Tesla. I can scroll through the different stations here. And of course, SiriusXM, they've got sports and they've got talk and stuff like that. They've got popular news channels. I can go here to the different tabs up top. So there's a music tab. I'm assuming this is going to show me all of the live music stations I can go to. So here's like Christmas, for example. If I tap on that, it's going to play. There we go. They got a talk podcast thing, so you can see what's here. And just out of curiosity, are these pre-recorded or are these live? So it looks like they are pre-recorded here, so you can sort of scrub. I don't know if you can scrub through there. Oh, you can, so that's kind of cool. You've got sports. You've got a library of, I guess, different things you can save. And then, of course, you've got your subscription, which I'm going to have to blur unless someone wants to pay for a free SiriusXM thing for me. But you can see here your trial expires in 31 days. For some reason, I've got a 31-day trial. And yeah, that's how the SiriusXM integration is going to work. And again, it just lives in an app here at the bottom, like all the other media sources here inside of your Tesla. The next new feature is the ability to control your passenger seat with the touchscreen. So if we go in here, there's a new menu here called Seats. And here I have the ability not only to turn on or off the heated seat functionality for all the seats, but also the ability here to move this seat forwards or backwards. And let me switch my different camera angle here to show you what that looks like. So the backmost position is going to put it in a recline state. And if I go on here and sort of do this two-handed and go all the way forward, it looks like this. So you're basically getting sort of full control to, I guess, kind of move that out if you've got someone back there who needs to get in, move it all the way up. Or, of course, you can sort of move it back and sort of, you've got controls here on the touchscreen to adjust that seat. Pretty cool. Seeing this level of control in Teslas is super cool and awesome. And you know what else is cool and awesome? Mini Teslas from Mini REVs. Use my code Robert for 10% off. They've got the entire Tesla lineup, link down below. Now, of course, I know one of the most exciting parts of the holiday update that everybody's excited to try out is this new remote Sentry Mode clip viewing ability. So no longer do you have to be in the car to play back and even save clips you might have had from your dash cam or Sentry Mode viewer. All right, so this is my Model Y. Again, same thing. I'm going to go to view dashcam clips, and wow, that actually popped up pretty quickly here. And here is what we got. So the interface looks like this. I can sort of separate the different clips via Sentry Mode, dashcam, or all, and then I'm seeing things categorized by day. So Saturday, Friday, I can go back like this. And I'm actually surprised, given the fact that this is going over the internet and the fact that this is going off of a pretty slow, like, thumb drive in the car, this seems pretty good. What I'll go ahead and do is just tap on this here, then we can sort of see what the event looks like. So as we can see here, we are automatically going to jump to the event. And then I've got sort of my little car sort of icon down here so I can jump between the different cameras live and in real time. And there's a little bit of like a delay here, but honestly, it seems pretty good. Let me jump to another clip. Let's go down here. Let's say right here. And again, going to take a little bit of a minute to load, but not too bad. And again, I can jump around, and here's what it looks like to scrub around the clip as needed as well. I also, of course, have the option, as you can see right here, to save this 30-second clip to Photos. And if I tap on that, it's going to, I guess, basically download this clip over the internet and send it to my phone. And bam, I can have it on my phone, and that is that. Now, what I'm curious to see is if it's going to save every single camera angle or if it's only going to save that specific camera angle. Let's go ahead and look and see what it looks like. And the answer to the question is that it's only going to save that specific camera angle. So if you did want to have multiple camera angles, you would need to save them each individually, but this is certainly better than nothing. So credit to Tesla for finally bringing this feature. Now, while this year's holiday update for Teslas is super nice, it's still got one big issue, and that is that Sentry Mode is still not really pro. For example, I, for one, would like to be notified the instant that Sentry Mode is activated and detects any kind of motion around my vehicle, especially these days with the rampant car vandalisms and keying and just weird sort of targets on Tesla. I think that all of us Tesla owners would like to be notified the second something happens, which is why I like to turn Sentry Mode Pro with Sentry Pro on my phone. Regular viewers of this channel know that I am a huge fan of Sentry Pro, and I love it for a couple of big reasons. One is that its mission is simple. It's going to notify you the moment that Sentry Mode is activated on your vehicle. You'll get an alert on your phone, or if you've got a smartwatch, like I got an Apple Watch, I get it on my watch. I can jump into the phone, go right into the live cameras, and see exactly what's going on. What's nice about this is that there's no delay or no question when somebody is around your car. You're not losing precious time if you need to, I don't know, talk through the car speaker or sound the alarm or do something. You can sort of see what's happening in real time without delay. That is really nice and only, again, possible thanks to Sentry Pro. The other thing I love here is that the setup is super, super simple and easy. This is using the official Tesla API and official Tesla telemetry data, so everything here is safe and secure. And of course, it just delivers on its promise. So you're not going to be buried with 5 million settings in here or 25 million buttons. You launch the app, you can make sure that your car is locked, make sure Sentry Mode is enabled, and then that's it. You're going to get notified when Sentry Mode notices something around your car. I also do want to point out and just kind of appreciate here the level of care from the developer, because if you do want to jump in and turn off notifications for any reason, you can do that. Maybe you want to have this on your phone 98% of the time, but maybe there's a percent or two where you're parked, maybe someone's washing your car or the car next to it, your car is armed, or there's a situation where you want to have Sentry Mode on, but you don't want those alerts. You can simply toggle it off and then turn it back on when you're done. You don't have to remove the app or log out or anything. Have it. You can toggle it on or off. But for me, I love being notified the moment something happens on my car. I don't want any delay. I don't want to wait for Tesla processing. I don't want to wait for Tesla to usually not notify me. With Sentry Pro, I am notified. And also, one subscription is going to cover every single Tesla you've got. So Cybertruck, Model X, Model S, Model 3, Model Y, whatever Tesla you've got, Sentry Pro is going to work, and it works beautifully. If you want to check it out for yourself today and really turn Sentry Mode real pro with Sentry Pro, check it out for yourself. Get started. There's even a free trial as well at the link right down below in the description. Now, one of the big changes Tesla has made to the system is how you're going to get information for your destination. Before, obviously, the car would automatically route you to where you needed to go, but now you've got even more options. So, for example, let's say I want to jump in here and I want to navigate to Washington, D.C. I'm in central Pennsylvania right now, but let's say I'm going to Washington, D.C. I want to go to the nation's capital. I'm going to hit that. I now have a couple of new options. One of them is that I now have the ability to actually see the weather of where I'm going to be. So I can see here it's going to be 63 degrees on arrival in my destination. And I think there's some sort of way to see a weather map here, or precipitation. Let me see if oh, there it is right there. I'm getting ahead of myself. If I go down here, I can now actually hit this button here, and that'll show me, I guess, if there's any rain or anything, which I guess Washington, D.C., it's going to be a clear day, not going to be any issues, but that'll show up there. I can already hear my battery preconditioning for charging, but I also have the ability here to arrive at my destination with a predefined battery percentage. So I'm not going to be arriving with the fastest possible route and basically the least amount of charge. I can actually specify what I want that charge to be when I arrive. So if I tap these three dots right here, I'm now able to set arrival energy. So instead of arriving basically like with 10%, let's say I want to have a buffer, maybe my hotel is not going to have a charger, or I don't know where I'm going to charge or when I'm going to charge next. Let's say I just want to make sure I kind of have a buffer. So I'm going to go with 50% and hit save. That's going to redo my calculations for my trip planner here to ensure that I am charging for enough time and having enough time to sort of get to my destination with that desired energy stored in my battery. So now I can see here automatically that I've added in an extra charging stop, that I'm going to have to stay here for 15 minutes, stay here for 13 minutes, but that's going to ensure that when I get to my destination, I'm going to have that 50% that I put in. I'm also able to set that energy level right here on arrival, or I can even remove all charging stops if I wanted to. And also, just to show you what that weather situation looks like, let's try to find somewhere with some weather. So let's say if I go to, I don't know, Indiana, or maybe go up to Michigan here, if I hit this weather overlay, see if it'll show me anything. There we go. So I got a little action here. This will show me from now between 3 p.m. So it's going to do a 3-hour interval. And I can see here, well, that's pretty cool. Sort of the different percentage of precipitation. Maintenance, moderate, heavy, severe, and all that. Now, let me see if I zoom. Oh, wow, if I zoom out, I can actually see that over the whole map, which is pretty cool. So I can see here over the whole sort of North America, northern part of the United States. Pretty cool, and that's now a dedicated button here right on your map. Another new feature in the holiday update is the ability to schedule and I think remotely trigger a light show. So if you go under the schedule tab here, you now have the ability, along with preconditioning and charging, to schedule a light show. So if I tap on this, I have the ability to choose which light show I want to have, the volume. Tesla's going to give me steps on how to create a custom light show. I've got actually a partner I use. It's an app called Terry. You can actually make a light show in that app. It's pretty easy and cool. Got the ability to either trigger it for now or schedule it for a certain time. And also I can turn on dance moves, which is going to move things like the charge port, mirrors, windows, and stuff like that. So easy to do, and again, I can do it right within the Tesla app on my phone. Tesla also says the TuneIn app has been fine-tuned and apparently is different, so I'm going to jump in here. I don't really ever use the TuneIn app, but okay, so it's got a new interface here. It looks very similar to SiriusXM and some of the other media stations here, but of course you've got top music, you've got news, all that. You've got library, you've got browse, you've got radio, you've got account and stuff like that. So if you do use the TuneIn app, that has been a little bit freshened up and redone to be a little bit more responsive and better organized. There's also a new fart on contact feature. So I'm going to go in here to the toy box. I'm going to go to emissions and I can do fart on contact. So I guess if I sit in this seat, is it going to do it? Let's see. It does it. Let's try it again if you can hear it. So I'm going to sit down. So nice way to utilize the different sensors in your Tesla. And I guess you can set that on. I don't know if it's every seat or if it's different seats, but if you want to prank your friends, you can now do that with fart on contact. Another new feature is to automatically lower the volume of your media when you're reversing, basically to sort of keep you from being distracted. This was actually a feature on my Model X I've had for a while, and I guess they're just bringing it out to everybody now. If you go in here to your car settings, I believe it's going to be under safety, and we're going to scroll down here, and there's going to be a option here for lower volume in reverse. Turn that on, and then basically when you go into reverse, it's just going to lower down the volume so you can, better pay attention to what you're doing when you're reversing your vehicle. There's another new feature apparently inside of here for service mode. There's some kind of service. I think it's like a maintenance summary. So we can see here there's a little blue dot, which means there's something new. If we go under the maintenance tab, oh, this is sort of a new tab. We've got sort of a new maintenance summary menu here that shows us our tire rotation. So obviously, when I hit 6,000 miles, I'm in need of a tire rotation. Haven't gotten a cabin air filter replacement here yet. Wheel alignment as needed, windshield camera positioning as needed, and I guess I can actually request service right within the app. Or I guess, okay, it's going to show me what I need to do to request service, but that's super cool. So if I go to tire rotation, I've got a dot here telling me that, okay, I'm kind of approaching that thing here. I can record if that is needed, and that's pretty cool. Of course, there's also the service mode that you can access in your Tesla. I've shown that off before, but now there's a new maintenance summary tab, which Tesla says allows you to track and record maintenance activities for Tesla vehicles, and entries are permanently stored on the vehicle, and yeah, so you can do that. And again, that is just under the service tab. There's a new maintenance button there, and that's where you can access that. Pretty cool. Another improvement is for superchargers, where Tesla will now tell you that if there's any known issues with any of the stalls at your supercharging destination. So I'm just going to zoom out here, turn on the supercharger button, and I now sort of have a little bit of a refined interface. It's going to show me just at a quick glance how many stalls are being, or I guess I should say available, and I can also see sort of the max power here. If I tap on this, let's see if it's going to show me any issues. So I can see here there's 12 of 12 available. Nothing going on there. No problem. Let's see if I can go to any others here. So let's go to like this one here. So I can tap on that. 7 of 8 available. Oh, there we go. So out of order 2A. So I'm getting a little bit more information now on what's going on around there. Of course, I've got pictures and stuff like that, but now I can see if there's any issues. And what you just saw there is that apparently stall 2A is out of order. It's not going to show you that information right within the mapping system on your vehicle. One of the other new features here is to search along a route for a specific thing. So in this case here, I'm navigating down to Costco, but let's say on the way down to Costco, I want to get a coffee. So if I come up here to the search menu here, let me see if I can bring that back up. If I go here, search along route, say I want to search for coffee, I can actually just type that in, and now it should show me along the way different coffee options, which it does. I've got some options up here, I've got some options down there, and I should be able to like tap on this. Oh, there we go. So I can actually not only set that as a destination, but I can also see another feature here, which is nearby parking. So if I tap on nearby parking, it'll show me the different parking options around here for this particular destination. And also it'll show me free street parking. And again, I can hit on this and add that as a stop along the way. So a lot of new refinements here for the mapping system inside of your Tesla and the whole sort of route planner in general. All right, next up, let's talk about a couple of hidden features here that have recently been discovered in the holiday update. One of them now is the ability to actually change the playback speed for your dash cam clip. So if I jump in here to Sentry Mode and I want to look back at some footage, I now have the ability to actually adjust the speed. So by default here, it's a 1x, but I can actually tap on that and do 2x. I can go down to 0.5. Sometimes it was just a little slow and cumbersome before, so now I've got the ability to not only jump around quicker, but also easily adjust the playback speed, which is pretty cool as well. Another new hidden feature allows you to see the hardware version of your vehicle. These days, there's always talk about hardware 3 versus hardware 4. You never know what's what. Now, if you actually go in here to your software menu here, and you go to just right here, you can see the version you have. So I can see here, this is full self-driving computer 3 or hardware 3. If you had hardware 4, it would show that, or 2.5 or 2. Now there should be little confusion on what you've got. You can see that right here, along with Tesla recently sort of branched out the full self-driving version you've got as well. So that you can clearly see right here, in this case, I've got 12.5.4.2. I've got my vehicle information and all that, but now you can easily see what hardware computer you have right within sort of the main settings pane here. Another exciting hidden feature here that I think many of you are going to be excited about is now the ability to listen to video audio while you drive from the browser, which is going to be particularly interesting here with YouTube videos. You cannot watch them as you drive, obviously, because that'd be illegal, but you can actually now listen to the audio. Tesla has this as a hidden feature, so let's see how this works. I'm going to go in here to the browser, and I haven't tested this. We're going to test it together. I'm just going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to go, so I guess it's going to bounce me into here. Let's go ahead and minimize this. Let's go to our favorite Tesla YouTuber, Robert Rosenfeld. Okay, so that didn't work. It kicked me out. Let's try that again. Okay, so now that I'm in Drive and I'm not in the typical feeder experience, that might have been what messed me up. So let's go here. Let's type in Robert Rosenfeld again. And let's try this again in the browser and not in the Tesla feeder. That might have been what was messing us up. Okay, so now it's actually working. So obviously I've got a frozen picture here because I'm in Drive, but I can drive around and the audio still works. And then it's also going to say video limited audio only, go into park to resume watching. So as soon as I go into park, it's going to come back. I go into Drive, it's going to pause it. So now if you wanted to have the ability to listen to a YouTube video, or maybe you're watching it in park and then you go into Drive, it's not going to stop. It's just going to switch to audio only. That's a new feature here now in the new software holiday update, which is cool. And apparently the Tesla's saving me from myself. And yeah, pretty cool. But you can't do it in Tesla Theater, just so you know. It's got to be in the browser. All right, guys, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the holiday update for this year? Do you think this was a jam-packed update? Do you think there was enough here? Not enough? Do you think there should be more free trials of new services? What are your thoughts? What are you most excited about? And do you have it for your car yet or not? Drop a comment down below and let me know. Also, I want to give a huge thanks to Mini REVs for supporting the channel. They're the makers of these super amazing, high quality, and just crazy accurate mini EV models here that are just fantastic. They've got Model S, Model X, Model Y, and of course, they've got my beloved Cybertruck here. I've got this matte black option that looks really cool. You can pick up some accessories with this thing. Anyone will enjoy it, whether you're 3 years old, 30 years old, 100 years old. If you love Teslas, you are going to enjoy the build quality, the precision, and just the fun over geeking out over little Tesla models that are really accurate, really well made, and just a cool addition to your desk, your shelf, your locker, if you're in school, wherever you are, whatever stage in life. If you're a Tesla fan, you are going to love this. If you want to check out all that Mini REVs has to offer, they've got an incredible collection at a really great price. Hit the link down below to learn more and check it out for yourself today. And if you guys made it to the very end of the video and want a simple way to win some free Amazon money or some Tesla merch, 3 simple things you got to do as always: like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then drop a comment down below. And if you made it to this far of the video, you guys are amazing, first off, so thank you for that. And also, one person who I know always makes it to the end of my videos and always leaves a nice comment is my dad. So let's flip the tables on this one. I know my dad is watching this video. Dad, hi. Thank you for watching as always. I'd love for you guys, if you made it to the end, to leave a nice comment for my dad down below. He's a great guy, amazing father, wonderful supporter, always has supported my quirks and enthusiasm for technology and videos and all that stuff. I can't even tell you all the amazing things he's done. So if you guys could leave him a nice comment in the comments down below, I would appreciate it. And I'll pick a couple of you guys and hook you up with some Amazon money and some goodies as a thank you. So thanks guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.